day, my plant foldies. This is Richie at Grow Folds, and today we'll be big box store plant shopping at the Lowe's out in North McKinney, Texas. As always, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself, as well as following me on Instagram at Grow Folds. If you don't have an Instagram account, definitely create one, because that is one way you can get in touch with all of the plant foldies. And for those that are new to the channel, I call my viewers and subscribers plant foldies. Welcome. We are now going to be doing another shopping video at this Lowe's location to see what new proven winter plants we have, Costa Farms plants we have at this location. I actually love this Lowe's location because they typically maintain a great stock of plants, so we'll see what that looks like. But before we get into that, plant foldies, have you ever heard of this new soil called Classy Rabbit, which is from a local small business out in McKinney, Texas? Really excited to share with you this new soil, which is 100% organic. What I love about it is that this is a standalone type soil. You don't have to mix orchid bark or other amenities that actually make this soil chunky. It is already chunky, light, and fast draining. You can use it to improve your existing soil. What I also like about it is they are made by farmers, so they don't really consult like soil scientists or whatever that means. They really know what Mother Nature has in the soil. And what I like about it is I've been able to pot up a lot of my plants from overseas, and they have really acclimated to this soil. I love the fact that, again, it is 100% organic, and the ingredients that we have would be rabbit manure, composed food waste, pine bark chips, mycorrhizae, dried molasses, pumice, and expanded shale, rice hulls, and yucca extract. So all of those ingredients really make this soil. It is balanced, and what I love about it is Classy Rabbit products are simple where it counts, smart where they matter. So that means all of the ingredients that the soil needs, it's right there. They don't need to add anything else, and they don't offer anything that they don't need. I also love the fact that Classy Rabbit is priced well, where it's a happy medium between the low prices of cheap, and when I say cheap, quality, and the high prices of unnecessary ingredients. It kind of balances it both. And if you see right here, I potted this Aglonema up in a terracotta planter. You can see how fast draining it is as I put a bunch of water into the soil. You can see that it is literally just draining through. But just because it's fast draining, it doesn't mean that it doesn't retain moisture. It definitely does. But I love the fact that I don't have to worry about adding any perlite, because this particular soil doesn't have perlite. It has all natural ingredients. So for those that have never heard about Classy Rabbit, please go to classyrabbit.com. I highly endorse this soil. I love it so much. And even though I've been doing semi-hydroponic substrates like Lechuza Pond and Leca, I've actually been converting all of my plants back to soil because of this particular soil. They do offer free shipping at classyrabbit.com. Let me know in the comment section if you're interested, and hopefully you will support Classy Rabbit. I mean, have you pooped on your plants lately? I would. And for those that are actually going to the PlantCon Houston 2025 location, Classy Rabbit will be there, and they will actually be giving one lucky winner a year's supply of Classy Rabbit soil. Definitely follow them on Instagram at Classy Rabbit to check it out. I am an avid supporter of Classy Rabbit soil because it has really worked well for a lot of my plants, especially for my Aglonema, because it's fast draining and it's just got such a good complete soil mix for it. But anyways, let's get to the shopping of plants right here. You can see that these ones are only for $10 for vegetable plants. So I actually have an outdoor garden, a vegetable garden that has been doing extremely well for me. I have yet to feature that on my YouTube channel. The first dibs will end up being on my YouTube membership tier, which is called the Super Plant Foldies. feel free to join it. It is in the comments section as a pinned link. It's only for $2.99. I'd love for you to become a super plant foldie because you'll get access to some more of my personal plants, exclusive content, lifestyle blog, and just more about me if you want to join that. But as you can see right here, it is a beautiful afternoon out in North McKinney, Texas. Being based out in North McKinney, this area right here is just really peaceful, and there's always going to be a lot of these big box stores. So I've actually done a lot of plant shopping videos in this area because you can see right here, Costa Farms hibiscus, and this one is the tricolor hibiscus, where basically it's one bush, but it does produce 3 different colors. It's got a pink, a white, and an orange, and I love it. I find hibiscus to be absolutely stunning. You can see that it just recently rained out in North McKinney, and so you can see all of these plants are super happy. They are hydrated and ready to go, and you can see right here, look at that beautiful white hibiscus flower. And it's just really interesting how Costa Farms not only provides plants for indoor tropical plants, obviously Costa Farms trending tropical plants, but they have outdoor garden plants like this. Now for hibiscus plants, you have to really look at your grow zone because this is a tropical shrub. If you are in my grow zone, which is 8B, you wouldn't be able to grow this in your landscape because of the cold, harsh winters. You would have to put this in a container so you can overwinter it or bring it inside. Now, as far as succulents and cactus, you can see right here, Oasis is what provides to I'm sorry, I said Home Depot, but actually it is Lowe's right over here for $9.98. What an interesting echeveria right here. And I mentioned Home Depot because if you didn't watch the video previous to this video that premiered, it was the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle Proven Winner Leaf Joy video that I found at a Home Depot. And I'm just going to say a little bit in terms of just trending plants here. So what's interesting is whenever you create a video featuring a trending plant like the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle, you'll get people coming out of the woodworks, out of nowhere, asking for the location of the big box store. And granted, you've never interacted with these people. They don't follow you on your social media. They're not subscribed to your YouTube channel. But when it comes to a trending popular plant like the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle, you'll just get a bunch of new people just interacting with you, which I think is kind of funny, kind of silly, but also tells you how plants can become very much social media driven, in a sense that if it's a trending plant, if it's a plant that people want on their wish list, they will go at lengths to try to find that plant. So I found that interesting. If you haven't had a chance to watch my Home Depot big box store plant shopping video featuring the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle, definitely check it out. It is quite interesting because I don't reveal the location of that big box store until the very end, and I'm pretty sure by the time this video currently premieres, all of those Anthurium Dock Block Michelles, all 40 of them, I think will be sold out, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will make the really long drive to get to that Home Depot. But we'll see. I'll give you guys an update of that. But as you can see right here, plant foldies, I'm just in a really good mood to just be chatty today, so you'll have to excuse me, especially for the new ones that maybe found this video through YouTube recommendations. But I'm going to be very chatty today because I have a lot of plant insights. Like for instance, $8.98. I really love the look of this particular plant. I've actually had one before. This one can be put in full sun, at least the one I had last year, and it did very well for me. It actually gave me some really good variegation. You know, those dark foliage plants, I always say that they are very much elegant and beautiful, and you can see mine actually had this type of variegation where it really pushed out some interesting variegation like that. There are a lot of outdoor garden plants that most people would probably ignore and just put as an outdoor garden plant, but there are plants that you can grow indoors. Now, I don't really think hostas, this one is for $19.88, would actually do well indoors long term because it's a perennial plant. But you know, it's one of those plants I find quite interesting because it's got that green on green variegation. Very beautiful plant. And then you can see right over here lots of tropical plants to really look at. This one right here is another Alocasia container. This one is for Not a bad price, $19.88 in a 10-inch planter. This one can actually be grown in a landscape outdoors because it does go dormant. So even for my grow zone, which is 8B, alocasias can come back year after year. So I find that interesting. That one would need to be in more of a shaded area. And then you can see over here, we've got some more Costa Farms container plants. This one is definitely a beautiful cordyline Hawaiian tea plant. And let's just spin around here. And I'm just going to show you more of the container plants and what they have available. Have no fear. I will be showing you guys all of the indoor tropical plants. So don't swipe away. Don't click away. I hope you continue to watch this video because there's so many beautiful plants. But with spring 2025 around and just the gardening peak, I like to showcase a lot of these outdoor plants because I love outdoor gardening. I recently got some new furry babies that I will actually showcase on my YouTube membership tier. Stay tuned for that. But I've been spending a lot of time outdoors and just really admiring my outdoor garden, which I have yet to feature for the plant foldies. Super plant foldies, you get first dibs on that content, which will be arriving to the YouTube channel shortly. But let me just walk around here and just pick up some plants, show you some plants, and let me know what you think in the comments section. That there's so many different tropical shrubs. I love hibiscus plants as well. And, you know, as far as hibiscus plants, you want to make sure that these flowering shrubs are put in full sun or as much sun as possible because that is what they prefer. They also need consistent watering, and you can see that the rain has just happened, and look at how beautiful this one is right here. Just sometimes taking the time to just admire a flower or a bloom is all we need to just bring us joy. Plants are supposed to bring us joy. Plants make people happy. I know creating plant shopping videos for the plant foldy community makes me so happy. And I did want to also shout out all of those that continue to go watch Peta's Planters Instagram live selling. Angeline, Eric, and all the other plant foldies. D, thank you so much for tuning in and purchasing plants on the Instagram live at Peta's Planters. It is a huge deal when we support local small businesses like Peta's Planters. She is the center for all of those Aglonemas. So if you want to hashtag popularize Aglonemas, definitely check that out. I am just really excited in the fact that there are so many new content that's going to be coming out on this channel. Cultivation Corner Season 3 will be filming very soon. If you haven't already, definitely check out Cultivation Corner because we have just finished season 2 finale, and it was a pretty spicy one at to say the least. And as far as all of the plants here, again, I am also into bonsai. So I recently bought an Encore Azalea Autumn Lily for $15.98. I will be creating that as a pre-bonsai. And for those that don't know what bonsai is the art of creating a miniature tree in a shallow container where you shape it to look like a tree. I love it. It is a very traditional Japanese art. It's got a long history, and it's another type of growing plants that's a little bit more curated, a little bit more artistic than, say, maybe indoor tropical plants. So I am going to show you that as well. But I also want to show you this. So this is a really interesting alocasia by Monrova Plants. I love the stems. Just take a look at the plant ID. This is the Royal Hawaiian Punch Elephant Ear, Royal Hawaiian Punch Alocasia by Monrova Plants. Beautiful plant. This one would make a perfect container plant. And again, this plant will probably go dormant because it is an alocasia. And if you grow this outdoors and the days get shorter in the fall, as well as the weather gets cooler, it's definitely going to signal it to go dormant. And I did want to show you this Peruvian lilies. I really love the variegation on this leaf. It is another Monrova plant. And you know, Monrova, they just have some amazing plants. I would say that they're more on the pricey end, but you do get a quality, healthy plant, especially if you're into gardening, outdoor gardening, and landscaping. And I did want to shout out Miracle Grow. Some people have their opinions on that fertilizer, but I love using all-purpose Miracle Grow fertilizer. I think it does the job for my plants. And as far as hostas, again, I'm going to spend a little time showing you these hostas. This one is the stained glass hosta by Monrova Plants. I mean, look at that neon color variegation. Now, hostas, again, are perennial plants, which means depending on your grow zone, they will actually come back year after year. And I love that. And there's so many different varieties of hostas. I might actually bite the bullet and buy a hosta and see if I can grow them indoors. You know, as far as my houseplant tour, I've been working on it for a while. I'm just trying to get all of my Aglonema in place and really making sure that it is a well-edited video, not just a point-and-shoot video that I typically do for my big box or plant shopping videos. I really want to take some time to have some insights and really show you some of my plant styling. So stay tuned for that. But for now, like this one right here, I really like this, the Sunset Grooves hosta. It reminds me of like a Manjula pothos. Let me know in the comment section if you agree. Just the round leaf shapes and even the variegation kind of reminds me of a Manjula pothos, which is my second most favorite pothos. But I mean, look at this. Love the coloration on it. This is a beautiful outdoor plant that you can grow. Now, these ones would require more of a shaded area or protection from the hot afternoon sun. So if you were to like put it in a landscape where you get east facing light, morning light, and then it gets shade by like noontime, that would be a perfect location for your hostas. So let me just keep picking up these hostas and we're going to move on to the next couple of plants. If you made it this far into the video and you haven't already, please make sure you are pressing the thumbs up or like button for this video. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. I love seeing that our plant community is continuing to grow. The video where I featured the Desert Escape Costa Farms rare cactus and succulents has really gotten us a lot of subscribers, over 50 from that particular video. And I really do believe it's because people press the thumbs up or like button. So if you can, especially if you are one that likes daily plant shopping videos, or at least I attempt to, press the thumbs up or like button for this video. Now, as far as all the other plants I'm showing you, I've been on a Coleus kick. Just like how I love Aglonemas, I absolutely love Coleus, and they're easy to care for plants. They're very colorful plants. These plants are typically considered a outdoor patio plant or an annual that you can put in your landscape, but will only grow for one growing season. This one is for $1.98, and I ended up getting this. I call this the goldfish Coleus plant because it's got a beautiful orange tone about it. And I recently bought one. I still need a pot up, and you can see right here, Lowe's has some amazing price deals, things that are on sale, 2 for $15 for these hanging baskets of vinca flowers. And vinca flowers are super heat tolerant and drought tolerant. So if you are in a state like mine, Texas, where it gets super hot in the summers, over 100-degree weather, if you want to grow flowers and you want them to be a little bit more drought tolerant, vinca flowers, I mean, look at how beautiful the blooms are for this one, are what I would recommend going and putting in your garden. And for those that actually grow plants outdoors, let me know in the comment section what your go-to garden plant is, what you like to grow outdoors. I like to grow a variety of flowering plants, herbs and vegetables, and obviously Japanese maples. I did also want to show you a couple of plant products that I like to use for some of my plants. I like to use a lot of these organic plant tones, like for instance my soil acidifiers. I use that for my azaleas as well as my Japanese maples because they prefer more acidic soil. It makes the plant more efficient in taking nutrients and water whenever their soil is at more acidic, as well as garden lime. So for my plants that like more pH balance, garden lime. So for instance, my ginkgo biloba trees like that. And then you can just see all of these organic fertilizer mixes that you can use. You know, it really just depends. I would say try out the different types of fertilizers. If you are more of an organic person, then definitely try like Weed the Wild Grow Concentrate. But if you don't mind using synthetic fertilizers like Miracle Grow, I would recommend using even Miracle Grow. Miracle Grow is one of my go-to fertilizers. I use the all-purpose 20-20-20 Miracle Grow fertilizer. And if you're looking to increase your yield in terms of blooms, Scott's Super Bloom fertilizer is great. It is more on a pricey price for it, but it does really promote a lot of bloom. So if you want a lot of vegetables, definitely use a bloom booster like that, a Super Bloom fertilizer and an Osmocote. Mix this into your soil substrates and you will get some slow release fertilizers. It is a really good fertilizer. I would recommend Osmocote Fertilizer Plus, and that's one I would use. I know some of the plant foldies have sent me direct messages about some of the plant products I use. And now we're going to go into the indoor tropical plant section right here. So I'm going to show you a couple of Live Trends plants. You can see that they have some that are just growing in straight water. This is a Dracaena Sandriana right here, just a lucky bamboo. And you can see that it is for $12.98 in this little propagation station by Live Trends Design Plants. You know, with Live Trends Design Plants, they have very modern looking plants. That aesthetic is real. I love it, and it's part of what I like to put in my plant collections. But I did want to pick up a bunch of these Costa Farms exotic angel plants. So these ones in 5-inch planters are for $8.98. This is a Dracaena Lime Light, and it's one that can get fairly large. It's low light tolerant, drought tolerant, underrated plant. You need to go ahead and add it into your collection because it's an easy to care for plant. So I will be picking up some more plants and just kind of showing you what they have available at this Lowe's location. I like to take you along with me to go shopping, and hopefully I will inspire you to find some easy to care for plants today. This is a plant foldy favorite. This is another Hydra Helix. Say it with me, guys. Hydra Helix. Or the correct way to say it, you already know, Hedera Helix, or English Ivy. For those that are new to the channel, I hope I didn't scare you guys off with a random shout of Hydra Helix, but it's basically me mispronouncing a plant name. It's actually Hedera Helix. This is the English Ivy, the infamous English Ivy, which has been dubbed as one of the most difficult plants to grow indoors because it is a spider mite prone plant. But as you can see right here, this Lowe's location has quite a bit of exotic angel plants. These will range from $5.98 for the 3-inch planters, and then for the 5-inch planters, $8.98. You can see this one right here is a Dracaena Dorado. It's got more of a broad leaf green tone about it. Love it as well. That is another easy to care for plant. One that a lot of people just really are not into Dracaenas, which I think is a shame because it's one of those plants that you don't have to do much. You just water when the soil is completely dry. If you have a lower light space, you can still put it in there and it will do well. And so there's a plethora of different types of exotic angel plants by Costa Farms, and I'm just going to go ahead and pick up a couple, the ones that you will notably see whenever you go to a big box store to go shopping. right here, we have an Amy Dieffenbachia. I really love the look of this one because look at how highly variegated this Dieffenbachia is. I actually have 2 Dieffenbachias. Both of them actually I bought from greenspaces.id, which is an Indonesian nursery. They were able to provide a beautiful Dieffenbachia mint. I am currently acclimating it for my friend Steven of I Live Plants. Definitely check out his YouTube channel if you haven't already. He's got an amazing houseplant tour. But as far as Dieffenbachias, if you can give them consistent watering and bright light, you can grow them. And I also love showing you guys all of these urban jungle ceramic planters. This one is a neon pothos or Epipremnum aureum neon. This one is only for $15.98 in a ceramic hanging basket planter. I love it. That is my favorite pothos, and you can see why. It's just such a bright plant, and I think bright, colorful plants really just bring out joy for me. It just makes me happy to just look at. And then you can see right here, this is a Live Trends design planter. This one is actually a Philodendron heteroraceum silver stripes, because you can see that it's not a Brazil. Brazil would not have the white creamy variegation. So I love the fact that Live Trends Design even has more of the uncommon Philodendron heteroraceum. That one is for $16.98. And in urban jungle planters, look at this large Scindapsus right here. I really love it. And Scindapsus, that is another genus of plants that I would like to get into because there's so many varieties that you can pick and choose from. And if you like that silver foliage, I would go with a Scindapsus. And then look at this. This one is $16.98. This is a Mona Lisa lipstick plant, and this one is in a 6-inch planter by Costa Farms. As far as Costa Farms hanging baskets, I prefer the 6-inch planters. They're a little bit more manageable. You can hang them a little bit easier, and they don't take up a lot of surface space in terms of your ceiling. And let's go ahead, plant foldies, and continue to walk around here. It looks like this Lowe's location needs a little bit more of a restock. Typically this location has more, but I'm still happy to show you guys these plants, like $12.98. Again, 6-inch planter. This one's not in a self-watering planter by Costa Farms, so that one's a little bit more cost effective. And then we also have Dieffenbachia right over here. So really love the look of that. And I did want to go touch base on some of the plants that we are seeing at big box stores. I love the fact that even if these are the plants that we would see on a normal basis, what I like is that they are readily available. So I hope that you guys will actually listen to some of my plant recommendations. Like for instance, this is another Live Trends design plant. This is a Philodendron heteroraceum Brazil. So you can see that this one right here has just that green on green variegation. Love the heart-shaped leaves. This is also known as the heart-shaped leaf philodendron. Love it for only $16.98. I would recommend even buying this one because it's super full. It's already trailing. It's healthy, and it's by Live Trends Design Plants. That is a stunner. And I love curated hanging baskets like this by Live Trends Design. I did want to take a little bit of time to just show you how beautiful the variegation is. Let me know in the comments section, plant foldies, what you think about the Philodendron heteroraceum Brazil. Do you have these? Do you collect them? Because I definitely do. And then you can even see right here, we've got a Philodendron heteroraceum silver stripe. So you can see that there is a stark difference between that philodendron. You can see that it has more of a cream streak on it, or like a silver streak. Love that as well. This is another Live Trends design planter. Love that as well. And it's also for $16.98. I just really like the details and nuances of these particular planters. There is a lot of thought process when it comes down to Live Trends. I love Live Trends Designs. If you guys are not already following them on Instagram, follow them on Instagram. Comment on their comments or in their posts. Let them know you are a plant foldie and we support them. As far as my social media presence, I am all about trying to support other businesses, whether it's local businesses, big box stores, or anybody that just has a dream to share plants, sell plants. And hopefully we are going to continue to have a positive, safe environment for us to just celebrate plants. You already know me, plant foldies. I am repetitive. I love to talk. And number one thing I do not tolerate is negativity, especially in the comment section. So be forewarned, if you are going to leave feedback, please do so in a tactful, most constructive way, not in a way where you are accusatory or just attacking somebody, because that will be pinned and that will be seen by everybody, so you can reflect on some of that negativity. I just have to say, you know, plant foldies, y'all are the best viewers and subscribers because you always come out and really put people in place. That's one thing that I thought about whenever I created a daily plant shopping video, is really not tolerating negativity. And that's the reason why I can say Hydra Helix and not get roasted, because I can be my most authentic self. And I have to say thank you guys for always embracing who I am as a person, how I am in the way I present my content, because social media, and that's just more commentary I wanted to say, social media really wants to dictate how people should be, not how people are. And that to me is a very powerful mantra that I want to put out there. Be who you are, as long as you are not attacking anybody, as long as that you're not hurting anybody. Be your most authentic self. Do not feel the need to succumb to social media norms, or feeling like you are not adequate. You are more than enough. And I want everybody that tunes into my videos, as we celebrate and look at these beautiful plants, for instance, to always remember that you are an individual that enjoys plants, and whatever plants you like, whether it's trending plants or if it's a common, basic, easy to care for plant, let's do it. Let's celebrate it. Let's shout it for the world, and just send good vibes only. Can we all commit to just having good vibes only and really uplifting and just inspiring people? So that's my my little message for everybody today in terms of positivity. Hopefully that becomes more of a current thing, because I know that some people might be struggling with something, and I didn't even realize how powerful some of these plant shopping videos have become for people's daily routines. I look forward to actually chatting with you guys on the live premiere chats. I like to get to know everybody on a more personal basis and really celebrate people's milestones on their plant wins or even their daily lives. So, you know, this is just a message of positivity for everybody. And again, thank you guys for just walking around and listening to me, you know, chat for about an hour. So let's get back to the plant. So one plant I did want to show you right here is a trending tropicals plant, $19.98. This is a Costa Farms trending tropical plant, Empipremnum pinnatum Baltic blue pothos. So this one is actually endemic to my home country, which is the Philippines. And if you live in the United States, this month is actually Asian Pacific Islander month. So let's celebrate being Asian Pacific Islander, whether you are an ally or if you're just somebody that knows Asian Pacific Islanders. This is our month to really celebrate and create visibility. As a proud Filipino American, I encourage anybody that is a kababayan or a countryman to leave comments in the comment section. Say kamusta, mabuhay, whatever, and let everybody know that we do have a strong presence even in the plant community, because a lot of the plants that we find actually at big box stores, here's the thing, plant foldies actually hails from my home country, which is the Philippines. And when I went and visited the Philippines last year in July, a lot of these plants were just growing out in the jungles. And so whenever I was filming content, people found it hilarious because they don't consider the plants that we're picking up, like for instance this Syndapsis, as a indoor house plant. Indoor house plant does not really exist. It's kind of like if we were to take a shrub or a bush that we grow in our landscapes in the United States and try to grow them indoors. It's kind of that same concept. And so for me, whenever you are going to look at plants for care tips, I would say do a online search and ask, for the native environment of that plant. You will see or have an idea of whether that plant requires lower light conditions, higher humidity levels, cooler environments, drier conditions. That's a really good way to indicate what type of environment you need to give that plant, because at the end of the day, and I know I've been super chatty today, and I feel great about being super chatty, is you want to see how quickly you can emulate your environment for the plant. So if you have higher levels of light, that's always going to be ideal. If you have lower levels of light, that is going to be for more plants that you can put in, that are a little bit more low light tolerant, for instance. Or if you find plants that are a little bit more drought tolerant, that's probably what you want to put in your collection, because then you're not having to worry about overwatering them because of your daily activities. Like, I tend to not water my plants for quite a while, and it's because I stay busy. And, that's really the plight of actually being in love, obsessed, or even having a plant addiction. And yes, I do have a plant addiction, and no, I will not stop talking about plant addiction. I literally had somebody in the comment section tell me to just shut up about plant addictions, and I think that is another conversation that we need to have, because it is real. We can joke about plant addictions, but at the end of the day, sometimes plant addictions can be very much a negative impact in, say, our finances, our well-being, in terms of just obsessive behavior on certain plants that we don't need, stresses of over-consuming plants, and, etc. The list goes on. But, as far as these plants, we just want to make sure, at least I try to tell people, that plants need to be bringing some type of joy to you. Plants need to be more intentionally bought, meaning that if you buy a plant, there is a very specific intention about it, and that will prevent you from just hoarding plants. Now, am I hoarding plants? Yes, I am. I'm definitely hoarding a lot of Aglonema, for instance. I don't know if you're in the same boat. For anybody, especially the super plant foldies, do you just see an Aglonema, even if it's just one that you don't have, and you just feel the natural inclination to buy it because it's an Aglonema you do not have? I really want to know in the comment section how you feel about that, because I am in that boat where if I see an Aglonema I don't have, I will buy it. Or better yet, if I see an Aglonema I already have, I just feel the inclination to buy it. So let me know your insights for that. But in terms of all of the plants right over here, you can see we've got a lot of beautiful plants. These are mostly from Costa Farms. Like this peace lily is for $12.98. Really love the look of this plant. Again, peace lilies for me, however, don't grow in my collection because they're very, very thirsty plants, and I just can't give them the care that they deserve, if that makes any sense. Now, as far as all the other plants right here, I mean, look at this. I love showing you guys the Aglonema red Siam. It is one of the most basic but most overlooked plants on the face of the planet. But this is such a beautiful plant. Look at the borders, the red borders of this plant, the pink stems. It is low light tolerant. It is drought tolerant. It is one that you could readily find at a big box store. So if you're watching this video, that is only $15.98. Buy an Aglonema red Siam. I'm going to be flat out transparent. I want to influence you to buying an Aglonema red Siam, because look at that. This is probably a plant that you may not have taken a look at, but it is an easy to care for plant. The trick with Aglonemas is to not overwater them. So you just need to wait till the soil is completely dry and then water it. That is it. And it will grow for you. It's a little bit of a slower grower, but needless to say, it's still an easy to care for plant. And it's one that I want to raise a popularity. So again, if you have social media like Instagram or Facebook, use the hashtag popularize Aglonema as the hashtag. Tag me at GrowFolds. That's actually a quick way to connect with other plant foldies that have social media. So definitely check that out, and definitely check out this beautiful bird's nest fern. I love the serrated leaves. And as I pan away over here, I mean, take a look at this. This is still a pretty full Lowe's location. And that's the reason why it's amazing to live out in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you are a plant lover and you're looking for a place to move to because there's so many plants available, whether it's big box stores or amazing local plant shops like Peta's Planters, DFW has it. Now over here we have another Live Trends design plant. This one is an Aglonema Nicole. I love an Aglonema Nicole because even if it's just a green plant, look at the borders of the leaves. It even has some little striping on it. This is another easy to care for plant. This one is only for $19.98, and this is another Live Trends design plant. I hope that Live Trends Design will actually create another trend by just sourcing out more Aglonemas that other nurseries may not have. You know, Indonesia, Thailand, those are places that, you know, these nurseries could possibly source out Aglonema in the masses, because look at this. This one is another urban jungle planter. This one is also for $19.84. This one is an Aglonema Golden Bay, and I actually have 3 Aglonema Golden Bays, and the reason being is they're very easy to care for. I am a huge fan of the white stems of this Aglonema, low light tolerant, drought tolerant, and it's actually a pretty fast grower. And in terms of air purification, Aglonemas are listed as one of the most efficient plants to actually purify your air. So if you want clean, fresh air in your environment, definitely add Aglonema. So you already know I have a very intentional way about utilizing my social media presence, and that's really to hashtag popularize Aglonema and get everybody on board with it. You know, I will be going to PlantCon 2025 in Houston, at least that Saturday. I can't believe that it's just a couple weeks away, and I definitely want to see what plants are available. I can tell you that the trending plants like anthuriums, variegated monstera, Hoyas, those are going to be the plants that people will go after. But I have so many beautiful Aglonema coming to me all the way from Thailand and Indonesia. Shout out to Live with Plants. My friend Sarut will be bringing some plants from Thailand. And then also shout out to artgarden.flowers. Follow them on Instagram. Riki, y'all need to go buy plants from Riki's booth at PlantCon. And if you ever are interested in getting overseas plants, you can go through artgarden.flowers or Green Spaces ID, and they will make it to where you don't necessarily have to have an import license. They will actually get the broker to import the plants, and then the broker will go ahead and ship the plants to you. So that's really the easiest route whenever you want to get some more imported plants for you know, Aglonema and some of the other more uncommon plants that are hard to find in the United States. But in terms of a common plant, Epipremnum, Aureum, Pearls and Jade Pothos, for instance, right here, it's another beautiful plant. And you know, as far as the plants that we are seeing today, I mean, beautiful Dracaena, Lemon Surprise, for instance, by Live Trends Design. This one has a couple of plants in it. I really love that neon color, and it's just another plant that is easy. Easy plants is what we need to add. Easy plants is what is needing to be a trending plant, because the harder plants to grow, the ones that you need like a million humidifiers, special grow lights, special soil substrates, it just makes it a little bit more stressful to maintain plants. We need plants to where we can just set them and slightly forget them. Not forget them all the way, because I've done that before and have pretty much destroyed a whole plant collection, but plants that are just not finicky. Now this Ficus lyrata right over here, mine is actually not as finicky as you think. I don't even water it consistently. It was one that I rescued because it was for only 99 cents in a 6-inch planter, and it's doing very well for me. Phalaenopsis orchids, I'm going to go pan and show you these beautiful plants. This is another one where I am just a fan of the beautiful blooms, and it's just a plant that is pretty much available any time of the year. As I spin around here, plant foldies, I mean, take a look at all of these gorgeous plants. We've got a Pachira aquatica, we've got some bird of paradise, and we have this really interesting looking peace lily or spathiphyllum bloom. You can see it's split into two. What an interesting bloom right here. And I've noticed that it's a pretty large one as well. That's a beautiful plant, and you can see right there, that is actually the flower, that pointy part right there. And you know, peace lilies, I think that they're also underrated plants. They are considered very low light tolerant plants because they don't need nearly as much light. The only problem is they are just very thirsty plants. And I did want to just spin around here and show you some of the planters here. I really love the planters that they have at Lowe's, especially this one, $29.98. I just don't have the funds just yet to invest in getting this planter, but if you've been watching my videos for about a year, I've been talking about this ginkgo planter for a while. It is one that I really love, and I would love to add that into my collection as well. You know, there's certain planters that I don't mind having certain textures or patterns, and that would be one of them. Now, plant foldies, we're gonna go ahead and round out this video today and just look at some more of the live trend design plants and also urban jungle plants. This one right here is $24.98. This is a philodendron heteroraceum, just the green form, but you can see that the terracotta planter has been hand painted, which I find very beautiful. Not necessarily my plant aesthetic, but if you are into more of these textures and patterns, urban jungle plants are amazing. I love them and recommend them as well because you can find them specifically at Lowe's. I would even just say that Lowe's again is still going to be the #1 big box store plant source. So if you're looking for cheap, inexpensive houseplants, go to Lowe's to go shopping. This one right here, for instance, $13.98. It's a philodendron moonlight, beautiful philodendron. It's one that I would recommend adding to your plant collection. It's one that I feel like everybody should add to their collection. Those types of philodendrons are easy. And then you can see right here, this is a plant. Let's take a look. $24.98. The planter is fire for me. I love it. But this is a plant that I was told was low drought tolerant, but it is not. It's actually a harder plant to grow. It's a very unique plant. I love the purple undersides, but it's just one that's not going to grow well for me. And so that is a plant that I'm going to have to skip away from. But you can see there is an urban jungle version. So you can just see it's the same plant, but different plant aesthetic in terms of the planter. This one is more of a terracotta look about it, which I like the color of terracotta. I think it's very classic as well. All of my Aglonemas that I have received are actually being potted up using Classy Rabbit soil. So again, go to classyrabbit.com. It is soil substrate that I love to use, but I use terracotta planters. And look at this Homalomena Shelby. This is a plant that I do want to add to my collection. I've been told that it is a finicky plant, but I do love the leaves, the velvety textures. It almost reminds me of a cross between an Aglonema and a Dieffenbachia. Feel free to leave in the comment section if you agree what your plant insights are. And if you made it this far into the video and you haven't already, can I ask you to please press the thumbs up or like button? I'd really appreciate that. It definitely helps push this content out to more plant lovers like yourself. And here is another Homalomena Shelby, $24.98. You can see that the planter is hand painted and it is gorgeous. So I'm going to take these two down right here and you let me know in the comment section which one you like. I think these are beautiful plants. This is definitely a plant I want to add to my plant collection for sure. It's a gorgeous one. It's one that we need to add into our plant collections. We just need to, I need to do research on just the plant care tips. So if you have any idea, leave that in the comment section below. But I am enjoying just picking up these plants. I know that there was a huge hype for the Home Depot big box store plant shopping video I did for the Anthurium Dock Block Michelle. If you haven't already, please check it out. It's quite interesting the amount of engagement that particular video has, and I'm pretty sure this video may not get as much engagement because I'm not really featuring a trending tropical plant, but it's one that the other ones will you know, people will still take a look at. Like, I still want to try to get Aglonemas popularized. For those that actually are not following PETA's planters on Instagram, follow Peta's Planters on Instagram. I mean, she gave a free variegated Monstera. She gave a free Monstera Mint, for instance, a free variegated Monstera Adansonii. She has some amazing giveaways, and she was selling Alocasia Fridex for only $12. Variegated Alocasia Fridex for $12. So she will be doing some more live Instagram selling on Instagram, so at Peta's Planters, and she'll have a lot of Aglonemas. To the plant foldies that go on there and use the hashtag popularize Aglonema, use that hashtag on the Peta's Planters live selling if you want to see her show more Aglonemas. I definitely will sell them for you, so definitely check that out. And as far as the plants here, again, I'm just pulling up a bunch of these bromeliads, $13.98 by Costa Farms. Let me know what you think of these plants. I actually find this one really cute as well. I love the coloration. My Hoya heads, look at this Hoya Waieti. I love that. This is amazing. I love that as well for only $20.84. And then look at how beautiful this Fittonia is. I swear, Fittonias, if I could just grow them in my space, I would totally do it. But I just know that I need to just enjoy them at a big box store. $20.98. I'd rather just enjoy them at a big box store because they look perfect, because I just don't want to have the heartbreak of sending them to plant heaven. I don't know if that's just the new mindset I have, where instead of buying a plant because you feel the need to buy it, you can just go big box store plant shopping and just go window shopping. You can just watch that and check that out. I know that you know, as far as that is concerned, I would just say go window shopping. It's the best option, especially if you're trying to save money. I love just looking at these Dracaena Lemon Surprise self-watering planter by Costa Farms, $15.98. Easy to care for plant, one that I always want to just recommend to anybody. And then a lot of the plants I'll be picking up actually right here. Philodendron Birkin, for instance, $15.98. You can see that it's a new self-watering planter texture. Really like the look of that. And this is another easy to care for plant I would recommend from Costa Farms. And we're just going to continue to walk around and take a look at some more of the plants. We've got a Syndapsis Trubii Moonlight right next to it. Love that silver foliage. That's a trending tropical plant for $19.98 by Costa Farms. Again, you know, Syndapsis, that is another type of genus of plants that is becoming more popular, especially with the more variegated varieties coming out from overseas. So we'll see what the market brings in terms of the Syndapsis, but I do love the metallic silver foliage that Syndapsis brings. They'll call it the silver pothos, even though it is not an Epipremnum aureum. It's its own little genus of family. So, but as far as Syndapsis, they do grow similar to pothos. They're just a little bit slower growing. And I'm just going to keep walking around here and showing you some more of the views of these indoor tropical plants. Feel free to chime in again in the comment section. Let me know what plants you're getting, because I will be rounding out this video soon, but we'll see what other plants they have available right over here. This urban jungle plant, $24.98. Philodendron Summer Glory. This is another underrated philodendron, but one I believe everybody should add in their plant collection. It gets actually quite large. It's got a very beautiful satin finish to its leaves, and it's easy to care for as well. It's one that I have in my plant collection. It's one that I don't think a lot of people talk about, but it is a beautiful philodendron. I mean, look at that satin finish on the leaves. That is only for $24.98. And you know, with urban jungle plants, like I said, again, they are just amazing to find, you know, in terms of cheap and inexpensive plants. Can see plant foldies. We've got some cheap and inexpensive plants. Absolutely love them from Urban Jungles. Only $13.98. So if you're looking for some really funky looking planters, Urban Jungle has it. I mean, take a look at the Sansevieria. I even love the deep green tone that the Sansevieria has. You know, that's another plant that I would say is one of my favorites to grow is Sansevierias, because they are lower light tolerant, very forgiving, and there's many rare varieties. If you ever check out succulentsasia.com, you can source out a lot of those Sansevierias, and the ones I got from overseas are doing extremely well. There is an unboxing video for it, and I did want to just put it out there, plant foldies. At the end of all of my videos, there will be videos that pop up on the top right and top right and bottom right on the screen. Definitely click on those if you want to binge some more content. I'd love that engagement as well. And then in terms of just my playlist, if you feel the need to just play some of my videos long playing while you're doing your plant chores, just open up one of my playlists. Definitely check out my origami videos. If you are not sure why I call my YouTube channel Grow Folds, the folds as in FOLDS is because I used to create origami content, basically origami ASMR, where I was teaching people how to make an origami paper crane. So if you're a plant foldy, I want to see if you guys could learn how to make an origami paper crane. Maybe leave a comment and see. That way I will know that you actually watch my origami videos. But that's something that is very old school Grow Folds plant foldy content. So anyways, let me just keep walking around here and just giving you another rundown on some of the plants that we have available before I end this video. Like I said, again, I just really appreciate that you guys continue to just, you know, watch my videos as I pick up the plants that you probably saw yesterday. But yes, let's see what we have right over here. We have a bunch of these gorgeous Dieffenbachia, pothos plants, and just more exotic angel plants. Again, plant foldies. Which plants have you bought at a Lowe's? What do you think about this Lowe's location? If you would actually buy plants from this location, I would. There are a couple of ones that I would buy. I would definitely buy the Aglonema Red Cyan, the Aglonema Nicole, because I am on an Aglonema kick. Stay tuned in the next week or two. I have another unboxing of Aglonema. Definitely check out my unboxing video of Aglonema from artgarden.flowers. It's on my playlist. And if you haven't already, please consider joining my YouTube membership tier, Super Plant Foldies, for only $2.99. That's literally a Starbucks drink or a snack, but you get all of my exclusive personalized plant content. As always, my name is Richie at Grow Folds. Please subscribe, press the subscribe button with all the notification bell on. I will have another brand new video for you tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be an exciting video, something a little bit different. And for now, I'll see you then. Bye.